Hey everyone, good morning. Dennis K here with Belize Islands Real Estate. I am taking a walk this morning with a coffee that Nathaniel and Daniel bought me on my Buy Me a Coffee page. So thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to jumping on our Zoom call here real quick, probably tomorrow, and seeing how I can help you live the dream in Belize. So before I continue, just let me get a sip of this goodness. You know, I'm not fancy. It's a plain old cafe Americano, a little bit of hot milk. That's it. Makes me happy, fires me up for the entire day. So listen, today's video is regarding an old illustration, parable, story, whatever have you, that came out in the 60s regarding sales and marketing. And I'm going to see how we can apply it today to Belize real estate. So in my story, I'm going to embellish upon this a little bit. Imagine a couple that goes into a Home Depot and they're looking around, and the guy comes up to them, one of the guys who works at Home Depot, and he says, "Can I help you?" And they said, "Yes, I'm looking for a cordless drill." "Oh, okay, this is very nice. We have all these cordless drills here. Which one would you like?" And the couple picks out one. Say, "Okay, good." They have their cordless drill, all right, and they're happy, but they don't have any drill bits. So they say, "Oh, one more thing I need, along with this cordless drill, is I need a 1/4-inch drill bit." So the sales guy goes, "Sure, no problem. Here you go. In fact, here's a set of them. You can get 1/4, 3/8, 1/8, whatever you want, but here's a nice set of drill bits. Go ahead and buy these, and then you're all set, right?" So the story is, or the question is, why did they need the cordless drill and the 1/4-inch drill bit? Well, they actually want to hang a picture in their living room. You see, they had recently come back from a trip to Italy, where in Positano they found a beautiful painting that was hand done by an artist who paints down there by the seaside. And they bought this painting, they're having it framed, and then they're going to hang it on their living room wall so that every time they sit in their living room at night having a glass of wine, maybe watching TV or talking, they look at this painting, and the painting brings back all these wonderful memories of the time they had in Italy, and they can relive the fresh pasta that they ate and the Italian Barolo or Montepulciano that they drank while on vacation, and that vacation just comes right back to them every time they see that painting. So in order to have that painting hung in the living room, they felt that they needed to go and buy a cordless drill with a 1/4-inch drill bit so they could put the anchor into the wall to hang the picture. All right, so the sales guy says, "Do you really need the drill and the drill bit?" And they said, "Well, what do you mean?" Well, he said, "There's other ways to hang this painting on the wall without putting a hole in the wall. In fact, if you spend this much money on the drill and the drill bit and put a hole in your wall, then someday when you want to take the painting down, or someday when you move, you're going to have to repair that hole, and you might not ever use this drill again or this drill bit. So would you consider doing this new sort of double-sided tape that we sell? And it's much cheaper, does the job just as well, and it's going to save you money." So what would you think about the story so far? Well, you might say, okay, the person thought they wanted a 1/4-inch hole to hang a picture, right? But what they really wanted is just a way to attach this picture to their living room wall. So the salesman could say, "Now listen, the drill could be exactly what you need. Are you going to use it for anything else?" And the guy says, "Well, yeah, you know what? I'm thinking about building a deck, so it would come in handy there." Say, "Excellent, good. Very good. Now, you're going to build the deck with it. You're going to hang the picture. Anything else you want to do?" "Well, yeah, you know, I have this cabin project that I'm working on up north. I bought a little piece of land, so I might use the drill there." "Okay, excellent." Now, the drill and the bits became an excellent investment, right? But what if the guy is not too handy around the house? What if he's not going to build a deck? What if they live in a small apartment, and so now this drill is just going to be taking up space? So now what is he going to do? So let's tie all this in to Belize real estate. I'll make it fit, I promise. Some people call me up, they send me an email, they jump on a Zoom call, and the first thing they do is say, "I need a cordless drill." Or in other terms, "I need a piece of land, I need a house, I need a condo, I need my own private island." Okay, now what is it that they think they need that for? Well, what they want, or what they say they want, is a combination of things, right? It could be one of many things. I want a place to retire, and I don't want to pay rent. So I figure what I need is my own house, my own piece of land, where I don't have to pay any HOA fees, and I think that is the way to secure the future that I'm looking for. Or somebody could say, "You know what? I want the piece of land so that I can make a financial investment, so that I can make the return, so that the return pays for my trip around the world, my kids' college, my retirement, whatever it may be. Now, when we get on these Zoom calls, here's the thing. What you think you need might not actually be what you need, right? So that's why I like these Zoom calls, because somebody can say, you know what, yeah, I'm thinking about buying the drill, the piece of land, the home, the condo. And I say, well, tell me more about what you're going to do with this particular place. For example, if you tell me I'm going to spend the next 5 years coming down to Belize 2 weeks a year, and I want my own piece of real estate. Okay, that's fine. I'll sell that to you. But is it the only thing that the real estate is going to do over the next 5 years is provide you a place to stay for 2 weeks? Or is there something more? For example, could we rent that place out, right? Put on Airbnb, short-term, long-term. They could give you some extra income, right? Or maybe the right decision for you is not to buy any real estate at all. Maybe it's just to rent something and then save your money for something else, right? So there's a lot of different ways to approach this. The bottom line is, what Steph and I are here for is to help you to sort of kind of work through those scenarios and to see what we can do depending on where you want to live, how you want to live, what your short-term and long-term goals are, and then to see really what is it that's going to work for you guys. And then we're going to help you make those dreams become a reality. All right, so just a short little video today. Just want to talk to you about that. And the reason is, oh yeah, okay, hang on a second, before you go. I got an email over the weekend, and this guy says, look, Dennis, I really want a piece of beachfront in Belize. I don't have a lot of money to work with, but I'm determined to have my own piece of beachfront. And you know what his main reason was why? He didn't even want to come down and use it or build a house on it quite yet. This is a long-term project for him. But he said these words. He says, no one in my family has ever owned a piece of beachfront, and I would like to be the first. And that just brought a big smile to my face. Because, you know, you hear that said over some things that people are proud of. For example, someone might say, I'm the first one in my family to go to college, or I'm the first one in my family to get a master's degree or bachelor's degree. And you can just say that there's a sense of pride in that. Not only for the person that went to university or got the master's degree or whatever, but the entire family takes pride in that, right? The first one, my son, my nephew, whatever, has become a success. You know, and I thought that was cute. You know, I want to be the first one in my family to own beachfront, and there comes a sense of pride in that. So that got me thinking about a couple other things. Should you buy real estate for no other purpose than it makes you feel cool, right? What I mean by that is, you know, you might not know what you're going to do with a lot in Belize. You know, heck, you know what? I'm just say to yourself, I'm going to buy this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't really have any plans. I haven't gotten this all figured out yet. But you know, in the middle of the winter, when I'm driving down the icy roads of Michigan, or I'm up in Canada and I'm shoveling snow or scraping ice off the windshields, just the thought of me having that little piece of property in Belize brings a smile to my face, and it makes the whole day go just a little bit better. You know, I remember he was a guy living in Texas, and he owned some property on the north side of Ambergris Key. And what he did is he took a picture of his property, which was just in its raw native land, native state. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't landscaped, and didn't have any big, beautiful palm trees on it, just this little scrubby piece of property. But he took a picture of that, and he put that on his desk at work. And then every day when he came into work, when he sat down, opened his computer, he looked at that picture and smiled, because he thought, you know what, there's my hope. Someday, I'm going to get out of these four walls, I'm going to leave this cubicle, and that little property right there is in my future. Now, as it is, he ended up selling that little piece of property and buying something much larger on the ocean. But I thought, you know, sometimes we just feel cool owning something, and it doesn't have to go beyond that at all. Some people buy artwork. They hang it in a room that no one ever sees. Why? Because every time they walk in that room, it means something to them. It makes them feel good, right? Makes them feel, it brings up emotions. So I own beachfront property in Belize. I own off-beach property. I'm probably not going to build on those beachfront properties that I own, but I don't know. I just like saying that I own it. It's just cool, and it's true. It's an investment as well, right? It's not just dead money. It's got to be doing something for me. But remember, what I've come to realize, especially for all of you emailing me, commenting on my YouTube channel, my videos and whatnot, is that we buy based on emotion. We own things based on emotion. You know, how many times have you, gotten on the internet and been scrolling through Amazon and you ended up buying a bunch of things that you didn't even need? You may not even have taken them out of the Amazon boxes yet, but you bought them because it made you feel good to think about owning those things, right? Now, I don't know if everything we buy on Amazon is necessarily a good investment or not. By the look of my second bedroom, we have quite a few boxes in there, and heck, I don't know if some of those should be returned or sold or given away or whatnot. But, you know, sometimes, especially when it comes to like moving to Belize, investing in Belize, doing something out of our comfort zone, we do it because of the way it makes us feel, right? The reason I come to this park, this is one of several parks I come to. Look at how beautiful this is. You know, I could make the same video sitting in my living room at my laptop computer where I make a lot of the videos. I could make a coffee from home and bring it, but I don't. I go to Starbucks every single day. Why? Because not only do I enjoy the way it tastes, but I like the way it makes me feel. You know, I'm walking, I'm free, I have some health, I'm just enjoying the trees and the birds and, you know, people watching, all sorts of characters come out to these parks, and the kids are playing, the sun is shining. And I like being here because it makes me feel good. And a lot of you are looking to move to Belize for the same reason. You want to be somewhere that makes you feel good, right? Somewhere that you can just get up in the morning, have a coffee, watching the sunrise over the Caribbean Sea. You want to be somewhere where you can look down and see stingrays just floating around in the shallows, right? You want to be somewhere where you feel that warmth on your face, the sunshine, the saltiness in the air. You want to be somewhere where you're sitting at home one day in the afternoon and all of a sudden there's a knock on your door and it's your local fisherman saying, "Hey, Mr. Dennis, I caught some extra grouper. Would you and your wife like to buy some? You know, we have enough for us and our family." You want to be somewhere where the bananas are like, I don't know, like 8 for a $1 Belize, just something ridiculously priced. And they're the sweetest, best bananas you've ever had because they weren't picked green and plasticky and then shipped 1,000 miles to reach your grocery store. You know, you want to be somewhere where you go to bed at night after having some of the best days of your life, some of the best adventures that you ever had because you saw things and you did things that you've never done before, and just fill in the blank. All right, guys, take care, man. Monday, July 6th. Hope you are doing well. If you want to jump on a Zoom call with us, hit us up in the link below. Buy us a coffee. I really do drink them. This is no joke. And I'm looking forward to helping you guys live the dream soon. All right, take care. All the best. Chat soon.